I have personally never liked the phrase new year, new me. It sounds like you're getting ready to throw out who you are on the sidewalk and just make way for a completely new person. It feels almost like you're negating all of the work that you have made during this year in reaching the goals that you set for yourself, which is why I prefer the phrase new year, better me. Because when I think of a new year, I think of all of the new opportunities that I will have to better myself, to improve myself. It's almost like getting an update, you know, where we're going from Jasmine version 2020 to Jasmine version 2021. And I think that people need to ask, okay, in 2021, how am I going to make myself a better person? How am I going to improve myself based on what has been done so far in 2020? Ciara says, level up. Beyonce says, let me upgrade you. Star Wars says, stay on target. And Lowe's says, never stop improving. Whatever it is that you're trying to do, I feel like everyone needs some sort of phrase, some sort of little motivator to get their energy back up. That way they can do the thing that they want to do. Because progress takes time. And when you are trying to reach a goal, getting there, it's not the best part. It's not the fun part. We want to be at the end, but that's not how progress works. It's a journey. And on that journey, you need to be able to have things you can tell yourself to keep pushing, to take the next step. I look back at 2020 and I see a year full of obstacles, that I have adapted and overcome. Life is 10% what happens to you and 90% how you react to it. Charles Swindoll. So when I see 2021, I see everything that it can be, everything that I hope it will be. I see possibility, opportunities, and I remain optimistic. I think, well, at the time of filming, there's 2 days left of 2020. Why do I have to wait those 2 days for the update of Jasmine 2021? Why don't we just start now and start becoming a better person? And that's what this video is about. I'm going to be talking about my goals that I hope to complete during the 2021 year. Health-wise, I'm going to keep myself safe, follow CDC guidelines, try and stay at home as much as I can, unless I'm doing something like grocery shopping, going to wear a mask, social distance when I do go out in public, because I'm trying to keep myself safe, my family safe, really just the general population safe, because I care about other people. It's a wild thing, wearing a mask because you care about other people. But that's what I'm going to do. And I would like to be able to maintain keeping COVID-19 out of my life or the life of those around me. I'm going to commit more to sleeping 8 hours a day. So currently I've been doing midnight to 8:30 a.m. but I'm going to try and get it to 11 p.m., 7 a.m. I feel like that would be a very productive sleeping schedule for me, and also just maintaining that I am sleeping as much as I should for a healthy human adult, because I need my beauty rest, and I want to be able to go into each day knowing that I am mentally rested and prepared for what it is that I'm going to be doing for the next 16 hours of the day. So 8 hours of sleep, I'm gonna commit to that. If you watched the first video that I posted, you know that I want to live to be 101 years old. Why? Because that means that I will have lived in 3 different centuries. So in order to do that, that starts with being physically fit. It also starts with good genes, but I can't really control that. So I'm going to control my physical fitness starting now. I want to work out 5 times a week. I'm thinking during the weekdays, that way I can have the weekends to just relax. So 5 days a week. With that, I also have some other goals that I want to have a 6-pack. I want to get my front splits, both left and right, to just be able to swoop. Because even when I was a gymnast, when I was younger, and even as a cheerleader, which was more recent, I was never able to do the splits. But I want to be able to do that by the end of this year. I would like to get my mile time down to 7 minutes and 30 seconds, because right now it's about 8 minutes, 40 seconds. So I would like, and I don't know if running wise, if that's like a stretch goal or an easy goal. We'll see how it goes. But those are some of the things that I am wanting relating to my physical fitness. I will continue to use the 15-minute time slots on Google Calendar. That way I can continue to see, am I using my time effectively? Or did I just relax for 5 hours of the day and only work for 2 hours? So that's what I'm going to continue using Google Calendar for, because I feel like it's a great way to just look, and also I color code things, so it gives me an idea of what it is that I actually did during the day and whether I was productive or whether this was a rest day. Moving on to school related things, I am a Harvard senior entering my spring semester, my final semester, my last semester. I am almost there. I am rounding the curve, because I did used to do track and field. I am rounding the curve, and whew, I just want to make sure that I finish this extremely well. So again, I want to get all A's. I also want to make sure that I am putting in the work, making sure that I'm connecting with this last group of classmates and teachers that I will have in my undergraduate experience. I also want to make a better effort to maintain the friendships that I made while I was physically at school. So I'm going to try to initiate more texting conversations, more Zoom meetups. Maybe we'll play Among Us, because I liked playing Among Us with with the group that I work with for peer advising fellow. So I might ask, hey, you all want to play Among Us? I would just like to make sure that I am connecting with people during my final semester, because I can definitely say that it did decrease a little bit last semester being at home for the entire thing. So in my last semester, I want to end high, and I want to end with a solid group of friends that I know I'm going to keep for the rest of my life. I also need to make sure that I am on top of all of the senior deadlines. That way I end up with everything that I need for my degree. That way everything appears the way that it should on it. And I personally don't think that we're going to have an in-person graduation, but if we can, then I need to be able to get all the tickets I can. That way I can have as many family members as possible and just be knowledgeable of whatever the schedule is for this in-person graduation that I really don't think they will have. But if they do have it, I want to be on top of everything. And if we're not having an in-person graduation, which is personally what I think will happen, then I want to RSVP for everything. Even if I don't go to it, RSVP to it, because it's just going to be a Zoom or webinar that you can click into from anywhere. So I will at least be able to see whatever it is that they have set up for us to mark this momentous occasion of graduating Harvard University. So those are the things that I want to do relating to the end of my school career. And the final thing, which I feel like is really, really important, is all of my goals that I have surrounding self-care and mental health and wellness. So self-care, I am going to go back to painting my nails, because now they're finally long enough after I broke like 3 of them. Don't know what I was doing. I woke up and just 3 of my nails were broken. So now they're all nice and long. I'm going to go back to painting them. I'm also going to practice thankfulness and mindfulness, which are 2 of the things that I feel will feed into the positive personality that I already have, the optimism, the happy-go-lucky, you're doing great. Even if things aren't going well right now, you are doing great because you're trying at least. Like that, those kinds of things. I want to be able to maintain that personality even without the feeding in of other people, which usually is what happens when I'm at school. So I'm going to take those things into account. That way I can keep a smile. I'm also going to try to limit my phone usage to less than 5 hours a day, which is lower than the national average, which I believe is 5 hours and 20 minutes. So I'm going to try and go for 5 hours per day. And that just comes from me wanting to be more conscious of the way that I am using my time, not getting lost on social media, because I do really enjoy Instagram and Twitter. But I will still have a presence there. I just don't want to be spending it just scrolling and getting lost, and half the day is gone. So that's why I took myself down to 5 hours. I'm also not going to use my phone or any screen for that matter after I start my night routine. That way I can give my eyes a rest and start slipping easier into that 8-hour sleep schedule that I mentioned earlier. So those are some of the goals that I have for 2021. You can let me know what some of your goals are in the comments if you want to. I will see you all in the next video. Bye.